Hello, Leo. This is your monthly reading for any and all placements that you have strongly in your chart. I hope you're doing well, Leo. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone who it may resonate with. All that good stuff. I'm pulling some, excuse me, overall energy for you now for the next 30 days from whenever you get this message. Expect powerful change with new moon eclipse. I like it. Let me get a sip of my water. I'm very sorry. I thank you so much for being here. If you're new, I hope you'll enjoy your stay and return. And if you are currently subscribed, I thank you so much for your support. And I hope that those of you who aren't subscribed will continue to support. Thank you all so very much. So Leo, your overall energy, expect powerful change. Okay, expect powerful change. What do we have from this deck for Leo's overall energy to go with this powerful change? I prayed and meditated over the cards for only the highest vibrating frequency energies to come in to give Leo's reading. No harm through or to, only love and light through and to. You're at an impasse with someone or something, all right? There's going to be a change in that. Any confusion is going to clear up. Okay, we have the sacral chakra and the crown chakra energy, that creative, emotional, could be sexual, sensual energy, and the crown chakra with your connectedness to all others and the divine. So some confusion with this has created an impasse in a certain situation for you, but expect really big change with this. Something is coming that is going to be very powerful and change this confusing agree to disagree. Can't get any further than that because you just are not compatible, can't see eye to eye, or whatever that may be. All right, let's see what wants to come out from the animal spirits. Okay, we have the electric eel with bring your ideas to life. Okay. Okay, anything else from this deck? Thank you. The dragonfly spirit with truth transcends illusion. So you're realizing some truth with this place you haven't been able to get past within yourself or with someone that you know. You're starting to you clear out the confusion, or you will be soon, and having the ability to see through illusion to what is the true truth, if you know what I mean, the real truth, the deep truth on a certain situation. All right, let's get some from the tarot for this as well. Anything else on Leo's overall energy? Okay, we have a few cards out here. We have the Queen of Wands reversed. We have the Hermit reversed. We have the Five of Swords reversed. And we have the Nine of Cups on its side. I'm going to take it upright. Okay, let me see. Overall energy with this. So I'm getting with this impasse that you've reached, there could have been a sense of someone being very selfish. There could have been some pettiness, some jealousy going on, some insecurity. You may have really withdrawn from this energy, pulled back your energy, try to cut ties with this energy. And for some reason that made you feel like you had lost your way and made you very confused. Okay, I'm also seeing that there could be some past resentments. There could be too much water under the bridge for you to go any further with. I'm getting this as a person, okay? With this person, you may have a desire to reconcile and make amends, but it might just not be possible, at least not at this time. I see that you're going to work through this and get to a place where you feel happier, though, where you feel happier on your own. If this was a romantic relationship, you're going to start to really enjoy your time by yourself on your own, that kind of thing. All right, I want to get a wild unknown for your overall energy before we move into what's coming up for you within the next 30 days. Or get a little deeper into it. Okay. All right, we have Alethea. Yeah, you're going to be getting to that middle point, that balanced point in the duality. Maybe in the way that you see the situation and the way that you work through whatever it confused within you, you're going to get to like a balance point where you can see things very clearly. And the ring, okay, maybe you're engaged to this person, maybe you are married to this person in a serious commitment I'm seeing with this person. All right, so now I'm just going to move these to the side and we're going to pull some cards for what's coming up, be it challenges, great times, you know, whatever. Okay. And if you like my style and would like to see more, please give me a like. That helps me get into the algorithm so more people can get my messages, and it helps my channel as well. Okay. So, moving into what's coming up for Leo within the next 30 days. Nope. Sure to check out my TikTok. I am running a giveaway on TikTok. If you're on TikTok, there should be a link in the below to my TikTok. I'll make sure I have that in the description. And I'm doing a giveaway once I reach 1K followers, a free personal reading. So if that's something you might be interested, go ahead over to TikTok, check that out. What's coming up for Leo? Okay, so we have with love and kindness. Beautiful. And embrace the dark. Oh, okay. So you're embracing the darker aspects of your psyche, of your shadow, with a very kind, loving perspective coming up in the next 30 days. Let's see, what's that going to help us with? Okay, Angel of Emergent, it's time for the real you to emerge. So what this is going to do is bring forth a more truer version of yourself than ever before. Okay, anything else from this deck? Okay. We also have the Goddess of Earth. An idea connected to imagination and creativity is on its way. It's coming up, coming your way. I kind of butchered that. It's kind of just going off my memory there. Okay, so this is going to help you feel much more creative and imaginative. Hold on. Imagination, creativity, and nature. Okay, so maybe you are meditating, doing a lot of work out in nature right now. It doesn't have to be meditating. That just is what came to me, so it's probably that for some of you. But you looking at your shadow side with a very compassionate, understanding, loving, unconditional love kind of perspective is really going to help you to emerge and feel so much more creative. Your imagination is going to be popping. I love it. I love it. Let's see what else the tarot has to say for this. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I felt like another card wanted to come out there. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups with negotiation. It's really hard to read the negotiation part on there. And the Hermit with self-enlightenment. So, I mean, for some of you, this issue, this impasse that you've had was with your inner self, all right? And it's like you're negotiating with different aspects of your psyche to get enlightenment, to see where you need to go next and what you need to do and how you need to do it. And if it is a relationship for some of you, then you may be negotiating with this person from a more enlightened state than you have in the past, which may help any arguments, disagreements go a lot more smoothly. All right? So this is what I'm seeing here. Let's see if the tarot has anything else to say, if Source, Creator, the universe has anything else to say about this from the tarot. Yes, indeed. Well, no, I don't think so. Those just fell into my lap. They'll come back out. I'm not feeling that. Those are the ones. It was a few too many. All right. Okay. All right. Now it's something that's trying to fall into my lap again. Okay. We have the Chariot in reverse. Anything else you want to add for what's coming up? Okay. Yeah. These cards are trying to fall out. Oh God. I can't take that many. Not in now. Knight of Cups. Sorry. Let's shuffle through one more. Oh, all right. Okay. They're like, yes, you're taking them. All right. I got you, Source. I got you, team. And team of Leo. Okay. Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords. And Justice. All right. So for some of you, this definitely is a person that you've been romantically involved with, and they are a bit younger than you, I'm getting. But I see you really disciplining yourself and really seeing from an enlightened point of view any kind of opposition that you have with this person. You may have felt a lack of control. There could have been some aggression of some sort. Some carelessness with words, feelings, things like that. But I'm seeing you very ambitious to work this out, really, and sort of even the scales. Be fair and truthful and clear and really truly be interested in what the other's point of view, feelings, thoughts, everything is, and hoping that they will do the same back to you. Okay, can we pull a card for this, how the other party might, okay, Two of Cups. Okay, these cards have a little description. I always like to read them. They're beginner cards, but they're great for refreshing and just different aspects. So this says self-love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, and broken communication. So I'm not sure that they're going to be as high vibing and able to do the same thing that you are trying to do in this connection. They may just want to hit the road. You know, they may just say, this isn't for me. We got to call it quits. It's too much of an impasse. There's too much that's happened, too much that's been said, and we can't go back now. There's too many hurt feelings. They might be feeling like that, okay? And I'm very sorry if you're very much trying to work it out with them. But I am feeling that you on your own are going to get your footing, and really this enlightenment is really leading you to a place where you're going to be okay. Regardless of what they do, you're going to be okay. On your own. Making your way. Regardless. Is there anything else? Thank you. Oh my gosh, they are just flying out over here. Okay, the Devil in reverse, releasing. Yeah, you're releasing detachments to this. Okay, you're releasing your attachment to this. You're releasing any codependent feelings about this. And you are going to experience some really good karma from just simply the effort of what you're trying to do is going to give you a lot of good karma. All right. There could have been situations where the emotions got really heated. This card says bitchy, cold-heartedness, cruel, and bitterness. You know, you could be feeling that towards them. They could towards you. Not sure. Take what resonates. But you're seeing the big picture, and you're overcoming this challenge from a very mature perspective. So I'm going to get a wild unknown for this before we close out the reading. And I'm sorry if you're going through a tough breakup. I know how that is. It's very hard. But you're going to do fine. You're going to grow and do so great. Apocalypsis. Okay, I'm going to read this from the book for you. Let me find it here. Page 258. That's 13, 14, 15. That is a 6 in numerology, which is about, hold on, relationships. So fitting. All right, 258. And I'd love to hear how this resonates in the comments. If it does resonate with you, I would absolutely love to hear about it. All right, so apocalypsis, removing the veil of deception. Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposing directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. The second dynamic is the regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts. See, that's the key right there. It is similar to a forest fire, the devastation for sake of regeneration. Something had to burn down. This is kind of like the Tower card in a way. Something had to break down. It wasn't, you know, it needed to be burned down so that it could grow something more flourishing, okay? All right, it also says the veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. So there could have been some secrets going on. Some people weren't being on the up and up, sharing their truth. But from the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold onto your center. That is the only way. Wow. All kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypsis. From big global lies to little white ones. Well, we're seeing that in our society, aren't we? That lace the bedroom sheets. From big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. That may be very resonant with some of you. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your energy fields. Okay, you're going to be learning a lot of truths through this. A lot of truths. And you're going to come out a lot wiser, a lot smarter, a lot more enlightened, I'm getting. So this is your reading for the month, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe if you did. And I hope to see you next time. Take care.